Okay, guys, howdy. Just wanted to make a recording of today's stuff. See what was going on. The first thing I like to do is I like to kind of scrunch this up and go to like a 1 hour chart and look back over the last few days to see what's going on. Okay. So what I'm looking at over here, I'm looking at the market starting making on Wednesday of last week. Okay, we started making lower highs. Well, actually, it was Friday. Monday was a little bit of a Monday and Tuesday. They uh, jumped up here and they started trying to push it up here, and the sellers took control up in this area right here, as you can see uh, where that little those two white dotted lines are, and those are the VWAP extensions. So what happened is they came up here, they tried to push it up, and they couldn't get back up here, and they pushed it down, and now we're making lower highs and lower lows for the entire rest of the week. Okay. Now Sunday, we turned around. See where this is the big one right here. That's the weekly VWAP. All right. So what happened here is the weekly VWAP flipped. There's your weekly VWAP right here. All of a sudden now you're getting basically it's pretty much green. Okay. The dailies coming down, price actions coming down, testing the weeklies here on Monday, test the weekly here, test the weekly here on Tuesday, almost came down and tested the weekly on Wednesday. Okay, then we get to here, and we get to today. Okay, so this basically, we were on a downtrend. Now we're making higher lows, right? There's a higher low there, higher high there. We're in a nice uptrend. Okay, now we're spiking. Boom, great uptrend today. Okay, so what were my expectations? What were my expectations for today, especially for um, this session? Okay, let's go back over to the 5-minute chart and look and see what's going on the 5-minute chart. Okay, so here's today's high, today's low. There's the weekly VWAP. Okay, that's just steadily green, and we never even came down to it. There's the daily VWAP extensions. See where the daily VWAP extensions. See where everybody came down here. And let me make this a little larger so you can see what's going on. Okay, so see what's going on. See what happened in pre-market. See what happened. You had your open right here. Okay, it almost touched down here and then went long. Okay, so it's coming up here. It's in this little white area of the cloud, which is basically that's the daily VWAP. All right, so it's coming up here. Every time it comes up here, it bounces back down. What did it do? Bounced back down to that daily VWAP, right? And then bounced off. Up here, came off of the cloud. Okay, there was your high for Wednesday. Okay, so there was your high on Wednesday, which made it post market. So during Globex, it made the high there and started pushing down, hit the daily VWAP, then went below the daily VWAP, but was not able to hit the cloud extension down here, which was my dynamic support zone, supplies, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, what happened? Came back up here. So if I'm trading down here, I'm going to be going, well, it wasn't able to get that extension. It's been hitting the extension to the upsides, not hitting the extension to the downsides. So what's going on? So I buy it. I buy it as it comes back through. I got my stop down, pretty much stop down here. I could buy it as I got a nice green candle there, and it wasn't able to come down through here, but I wanted a little more confirmation, so I wanted to wait until it popped up here. My stop's down here. You're looking at going along at 42.65, 40.65 and a half, something like that. And you hold your stop back in here. Okay, if you're trading the micros, who cares, right? If you're trading the minis, hopefully you got a nice size account, but that's what, 3 points. That's a little bit little bit too far out for me, but I probably would have gotten stopped out right here if I'd been awake and trading this. Probably getting stopped out right there. But as that candle spiked down there and it closed, okay, that basically a reject to the downside. So I would have taken it right back there. You know, just right back in as it crossed back up over that green VWAP. Green VWAP, take it up, take it up, take it up. And see where it's following this channel right here? It's just following that channel, breaks out of that channel. Okay, fine. I can get out, just take some profit here, or just get out and wait. Okay. But I mean, I'm not, if I was trading the 5-minute chart, but I'm just showing you kind of the lay of the land here. And you can see where it would come back here and then pull back and not even come up here, right? Until even the end of the day, right? The end of the day where it spiked up here, okay? So I'm going to pause this for just a second. I'm going to put some more stuff on here so it makes it a little bit clearer. Okay, I've added some more stuff. Here's value area low, right? Here's my value area low establishing my floor down here, and that's just below this extension, the VWAP extension, the daily VWAP extension line. Okay, so now that I've seen it's not coming back to the daily VWAP there, right? I can go in. Let me hide that. I can certainly hide that. Get that out of the way. Now what I'm seeing is the 90-minute VWAP extensions, right? So 90-minute VWAP extensions, you've got this guy. Here's value area high, value area low, and then here's VPOC, the volume point of control. You notice it turns as it flipped down right there. And it's pretty much a given. You have to look if it's maintained a ceiling here, and then all of a sudden it flipped down. Here's your floor, right? Here's your temporary floor down there. Okay. So what happened? Now VPOC moved up right there. But what happened? What happened to price action? Price action came down, retested it, and rejected. So VPOC, those were buyers. You know, these were buyers right here. These were sellers. These were buyers here. These are buyers here. You have to look at things in context. What's happening to that 90-minute VWAP? Look at that 90-minute VWAP. Just goes on up and up and up and up and up. Okay. Your value area low is all the way down here. You haven't even you're being price action is being bounded by those the 90-minute VWAP extensions right there. Okay. So what happens is at pre-market, I'm looking at this thing and I go, wait a minute, let me look at this thing. There. What am I having? A settlement price from yesterday. Okay. What happens? Settlement price. Then I have midnight open here. Then I have 5A open there. Then I have 7A open there. Then I have RTH open there. Do you notice anything interesting about all those prices? Each time frame is higher, right? And you could say, well, we're one time framing up. Okay, fine. If you put little 1 hour boxes on there, you can see that. But I just look at the lines and go, okay, which is higher than which? Midnight open is higher than settlement price. 5 a.m. is higher than midnight open. 7 a.m. is higher than 5 a.m. open. Okay, and you had a little bit of consolidation. You can see how close those 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. open times were. Okay, very so you're figuring in consolidation there. Okay, so now we open up. Here's RTH open. Well, where are we going to go? What I like to do is I like to look at the ATR, and the 1-day ATR, the 20-day ATR was down like what 56 I think it was this morning. Okay, so I'm looking at a 56-point run. Somewhere up in here. Okay, so I'm looking at I can take any of these times. Okay, you take RTH open and add 56 to it, and you're getting right up in this area here. So that's a nice target. If you divide it in half, okay, you'll get here's where you take one target off. Okay, so you would have one target off, which was approximately here at that VPOC, which probably what people were doing. You know, here's the VPOC, and then there's your second target at today's high up here. So number one, we're in an uptrend. You can see the uptrend even if you move this over here. Okay, you can still see that uptrend, right? Uptrend, 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 uptrend. Number one. Number two, we've got an ATR of almost 60 points. So we're looking at a 60-point target up here somewhere. And number three, you see the extensions? See that extension right there? If you wanted to be very patient, you wait till it comes down here to go long, right? It's angling up, flattens out, a little bit of a squeeze right here, comes down, rejects, back up. Okay, RTH open. If you weren't in, you could wait for the 90-minute right there. That's the 90-minute VWAP. Okay, take long at the 90-minute VWAP. Okay, just wait. If you didn't go long here, okay. So if you went long at the gun, because basically everything is pointing up, you just had a pullback right before the open at 9:15, bounced off that 90-minute VWAP, take that long right there, or when RTH opens, bam, take that long. There you go, and right back up. If you missed it, okay, walking in, you know, I'm yawning. I slept in last night for whatever reason. Okay, there's your 90-minute. There's your pullback to that flattened. See that area is kind of flattened out there. That's the extension, right? It flattened out there. You can take your long in there. I mean, you missed a good portion of the move, but you know, hey, whatever, right? You got up at noon. You're looking at this area right here, right? Okay, fine. I'm going to buy that area. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you're looking at, and these are 5-minute candles. You're looking at from 12:05 to 12:25. Okay, so you got about, you know, you got 20 minutes there to figure out what's going on, and then here we go. Go right back up. Boom, 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 and there's the end. And there basically is the end of the day. Now, at the end of the day, of course, it spiked up and hit. There was, I had a target up here. Oh, let me turn on my targets. There. Okay, I had targets going up, and I'm looking for pullbacks to these targets. These can be scalpers too. Okay, if you're looking at, you know, there's a pullback right there, and you know, 40 at, you know, say 42.80, 42.88. Right up in here to 42.98. I mean, these are 10-point scalpers. I mean, you can just grab that, you know, grab that back here. Here's your stop loss. Here's your target. Okay. Or if you want to make, you know, if you want to make it a 2-to-1, okay, right back up here. Here's your entry. Here's your stop loss back here. 1, 2. There's your target. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. As it pulls back here, and you have a VPOC right up here. There's a nice level. Take it there. Take your long. 1, 2. There we go. Nice level. There's your nice $1,000 move per contract. There's a 20-point move right there. Pulled back to the level here. It didn't pull back here. It just pulled back here, which meant we're shooting for these top levels up, that top level up here. Okay. So you can see where price respected that. Look at the 90-minute view up. Look at the larger time frame. Then you can go down to a 5-minute time frame and see what's going on. The larger time frame was up, 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 up. Okay, 5-minute time frame, up, 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 buy, 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 buy. Look at that 90-minute VWAP. That 90-minute VWAP, you know, that sucker didn't turn red from here at 12:35. You had some right here. It turned green again at 10:15. Okay, so you could have waited for, you know, 9:30, you know, the 30-minute 9:30 to 10 o'clock, and then waited for a signal up. There we go. Didn't even come back down to RTH open, right? Which is another indication. If you don't challenge RTH, if you can't even challenge RTH open, the buyers step in and just take it right up. So the sellers didn't get any sort of foothold at all right here. From here, buyers took over here. Buyers took over in this area as it passed back up through this area. The buyers came in, right? Buyers came in down here. There's your safe entry up here, 2 levels up, boom, your $1,000 right there. Pulled back right there, okay? Another one, there's a 43.10 to 43.30. There was your, there's your $1,000 move right there. Yet another $1,000 move right there, okay? So if you're looking for an entry, you could go back down. You can go down to a 125 delta volume chart, which I've got right here. I like the delta volume chart because it gives me a little bit finer edge. You know, because I'm looking for pullbacks. If I'm above, now here's the key to that. Okay, where are we in terms of the daily VWAP? We're above the daily VWAP. Daily VWAP is green. The 90-minute VWAP is above the daily VWAP, so I'm only looking for longs until this thing starts, if price action starts trading below this guy and then penetrates this guy, okay, I'm not going to be looking for shorts until it hits down here and then pulls back and goes right through it. But this was not one of those days. You can see where it pulled back to, it pulled back here and to the little clouded shaded area there, rejected and then went north, okay? So north, 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 here we go. There's another pullback, retest of 90-minute VWAP, retest of 90-minute VWAP, okay? And this was just Globex, right? So you're looking at context and going, you know, you're just looking at the, you know, even if you're over here, okay? All of a sudden you look at where's value area low? Where's all my entry times? Where's my daily VWAP? There's midnight open. We're trading above midnight open. We're trading above all of these, right? We're trading above the, let's see, do I have 7? I don't have 7 a.m. on here. So we're trading above midnight open. We trade above 7 a.m. You know, your 90-minute VWAP is above the daily, and it's green. So, hey, just take it green, baby. Just buy the pullbacks. Buy the pullbacks. There's a perfect pullback right there. See where that VPOC intersects that 90-minute VWAP right there? That is an absolute perfect, did I say perfect? Perfect pullback entry right there. Boom. At 42.78.41. Green 90-minute VWAP. VPOC right here. Pullback, retest, can't penetrate it. 90-minute VWAP is still pointing up. Boom. There you go. Buy that sucker. Buy, 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 buy. Buy, baby, buy. And see, all this stuff you're making, look at the zigzags. You're making higher lows and higher highs. Higher low, higher high. Higher low, higher high. Higher low, higher high. Right? Until here, right? So you're going, well, you know, I came out of this guy. I came out of that those 90-minute VWAP extensions, okay? So are we going to sell there? Well, there's the top of Globex. We have a value area high right there. We got a new value area high. It's starting to pull back. What happens? Didn't violate. See, it didn't violate that guy, right? Oh, there's 10 a.m. You got 9:30 right there. I'm not sure why that's marked 10, because it's obviously not 10 a.m. It's obviously like 8:35 or something. Anyway, I got to fix that on this chart. So anyway, I'm just looking, all I'm looking at is just looking at that 90-minute VWAP. Look at that thing. 90-minute VWAP, pull back, reject. There, pull back, reject. Right there, you've got a VPOC, right? Do you have anything else? No, it's just north. Go north, young man. Go north, young man. Now, right up here, as we start exiting and start pulling back, just like we did here. What happened like here? We turned up, we started pulling back, okay? We started getting these red candles, okay? And we started getting these guys. Okay, fine, cool. Wait, this is red. Sorry, this is green. That 90-minute VWAP is green. You're still trading above the daily VWAP. What do? You buy it For crying out loud, buy that pullback, baby. Buy that pullback. If you didn't get in here, didn't get in there, didn't get in there. Watch that 90-minute view up like a hawk. Watch these, where are we? Trend, 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 baby. Pull back. You pull back. It was a nice little pullback right here. People were taking profits at this point. About 9 o'clock, right before 9 o'clock, people started taking profits there. Okay, so you're taking profits right back down to that 90-minute VWAP. Boom, boom. Okay. Oh crap! I just came in. It's 9:30. I slept in, or I didn't. I don't believe in looking at Globex, which I think is a major mistake. If you do not look at Globex and see what's going on, you're gonna get screwed. Okay. So, you may get run over because you don't know what happened overnight. And overnight, it's been an axiom for a long time that the Globex session, Frankfurt drives London, and then London drives RTH. Okay, so you want to look at London, you want to look at Frankfurt, what's going on. And I showed you a minute ago that what were we doing? Let me close that, just get out of the way so you see more stuff here. Okay, so what are you doing here? You're making higher the one time frame. You're time framing up, right? Okay, so you're long. You're already long biased. You're looking at longs. You're long biased. Daily VWAP, 90-minute VWAP. Did not penetrate it here. Came back, penetrated here just a little. For crying out loud, And then here's what happens. They keep trying to push it down. The sellers try to push it down. What do the buyers do? The buyers step in. Boom, 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 boom. Buyers are stepping in. Buyers are stepping in. Buyers are stepping in. Now you've got, here's your new VPOC right there. What happens? How does price action react to VPOC? How does price action react to that 90-minute VWAP? Bounces off, bounces off, bounces off. Buyers are definitely in the house, right? Here we go. Here we go. Right here. Okay. You might have taken some profit here. Might have taken, just get those out of the way. You might have taken some profits up here. Okay. See that you had a little bit of a spike right there. See where that lower high is? Now you've got a minor little trend change, right? You're watching these lower highs. See the minor little trend change there, and then you didn't have one here, but you could tell when the candle started turning red. Okay, didn't go tremendously far. Okay, so you got a lower high here, and then somebody came in here and probably taking profits. Okay, that was at about 10 o'clock, which is just about right. Right around that time frame, you want to start looking. Right here, went down through, okay, down through that 90-minute VWAP, and you're going, I'm kind of getting a little concerned here. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned, but look at the VWAP, look at the extensions. The extensions are still going up. Here you flattened out. You flattened out right here. You made a value area high right here, which is establishing a temporary ceiling, right? So you made a value area high down there. So this is, let's see if this is a pullback, right? Comes back up, goes right through, can't even make it down. You can't make it down here, okay? You weren't able to make it down here to trigger a long entry, okay? And you start trading up here. You go back up through 90-minute VWAP. And here we go. Buying commences, buying commences, buying commences, buying goes crazy. And then you're just getting your buying. Right here, you make another one. Right here, you reject off of this guy, right? Came back down into this area, right? But you're not penetrating it, okay? You're not penetrating that extension at all to come back down. That's I believe that's the 90-minute VWAP extension. Let me turn off find it in here. Okay, there we go. So that's the 90-minute basically 90 VWAP extension. We're not even looking at the daily. I turned it off just to get the distraction off. So you're coming up here, but you're not penetrating that right here, which basically says you're going up, you're going up, you're going up. Every time you're making higher low, higher low, higher low. Every time somebody tries to penetrate that, the buyers step in and say, no, 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 we're not doing that. Okay? Penetrate up here, buyer step in. Penetrate down here, somebody taking profit, I think. Buyer step back in. See the arrow? Buyer step back in, buyer step back in, buyer step back in. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay? Just follows that channel right back up here. Okay? Number one, here's a, there was a computed long target. I'd have to look and see where that was. That was where one of the automated systems would take profit right there. So he was long from way down. I've forgotten where they would get in, but the automated system would take profit here. Would like take one off. Okay, almost come down here. See, you're still going up, still going up, still going up, still going up. Okay, so you make right here. You make a lower high. Okay. Oh, okay, fine. I'm thinking about going short. Okay, you break out of that cloud, make another lower high below that value area low. Okay, I'm cool with that. So I might take a short trade right there. If I'm already out of all my contracts, take a short trade right there. Okay, well, what happens? Comes down, almost comes down to my 90-minute VWAP and says, nope, not going to do it. Starts buying again. As you can see, you're being bounded here. Now we get a little bit of a squeeze right up here at noon. You get your little noontime squeeze there. Okay, your noontime squeeze cannot penetrate this to the downside. See, everything's going up, everything's going up. We're still on an uptrend, even though we had this guy, right? Here's your retest of the value area high. Okay, you got a little bit of a retest there. That's okay. We're still in an uptrend. Now, see where these guys start coming down? Okay, the VWAP extensions are coming down, the lower extensions are coming up. That's a squeeze right in here, right in this area here. You're gonna get squeezed, right? So what happens? Boom, you start looking down here. Now the squeeze is starting to open up a little bit. Okay, this is starting to move up. That cloud's starting to move up. Right back down to that 90-minute VWAP. Boom, boom, boom. And north we go. North we go, north we go. 90-minute VWAP. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Good. We've got this as, now we have this as a floor, that the V pocket 4316. We've got these extensions also as a floor right there. You got to go through that VPOC to get down to these levels. So what happens? Just keep going up. You missed all this. You're saying, I'm going to sit this out. Okay, fine. Take the pullback. There's your 90-minute VWAP pullback, right? Keep going up. There's one. There's one. You're getting, you're making another value area high up here, but you're still going up. Look at that. Still going up. Still going up. Gotta watch that context. Here's another one. Here's another one. You know, and you might be adding micros to that point. Okay, and then. Bam! All of a sudden, you're targeting. If you're looking at something, you would be targeting. If it drops down below here, if it drops down below that 90-minute VWAP, it's substantial. If it closes below that 90-minute VWAP, I'm out of my long. But look how much profit you've made. Okay, if you've added every time you touch that 90-minute VWAP, and then you got out up here, I mean, you made some nice money. And if you were in the minis and you were layering in, you made even more money, you know. If you kept your stop back up here, if you'd kept your stop back and walked that stop up, okay, if you just walked it up to that, not to the top, but you walked it up to that bottom, because these are pretty close together, okay, you could use this as a trigger trailing stop, okay. And all of a sudden, trigger trailing stop, you're making money, and all of a sudden, boom, right there, and you get out, okay? At, what, 42.29, okay? You might have lost 10 points there. It is what it is. If you could have waited here, because we weren't able to penetrate that. You know, we're walking up, and then all of a sudden we spike up. See that spike? Went right up through value area high, right up through that, and then came straight back down. Okay? That's when you're getting out of your long trade and making your maximum amount of profit. Anyway, I really hope this helped. Hope to help you guys just to get some context on the market and how I'm looking at the market from a top down, from an hourly viewpoint to like a 5-minute, and then down to a 125 delta volume chart for the ES or the MES, doesn't matter, and showing you guys what's going on, looking at my daily range, looking at you could, if you wanted to, what you could do, you could even on the micros, this is pretty cool, program your stop losses and your targets from what's down here. You know, I've got and those are points, by the way. I got a 8.75 target and a stop loss of 5.75, and you could scalp it that way if you wanted to, if you're trading the minis and you're scalping. Now, see, we're making lower highs. This is Globex. We're making lower highs. So logically, because we come all the way back up here, let me go to a 30-minute chart. Okay, so since we've gotten really extended up here, okay, this would be logical to say, okay, see where settlement price is, Globex, the Globex high, and I don't think I've got Globex open on here, but it's let's see. There's my 1800 candle is. There you go. Open is 43.28. Okay, so I'm basically, you know, there's Globex open, tried to pop up, and now we're starting to push down. Try to get up through settlement price, and the buyers are having none of it. I think the buyers are just tired. You know, it's like, okay, fine, we're going to take profits, and what you'll probably see happen tonight is you'll probably see selling during Globex. Okay, and then we can reevaluate what's going on with Globex. Are they going to push it back up higher? Or, you know, are they going to start, you know, one time framing up, or are they going to, you know, one time frame down during Globex, which is what I expect, and coming on back down, and then we'll reevaluate it. I'd like to make a video, probably about 2 hours or so, hour and a half, 2 hours before, so people can take a look at it and see what they think. Anyway, comments welcome. Talk to you guys later. See you in the morning.